tissue and make you bleed out and die and all that stuff. Well, the 30-06 does the same thing, but it does it better because it's designed to punch through mass and leave a clean hole and just send you to the spirit world, whatever you are. All right, because you can take down very large beasts. So there's no way that the smallest the neck is, or on a human being, you're gonna. If that man was hitting the neck with a 30-06, his head probably might have came off. It'll look like he pissed off Conan and he's
been a whole lot messy.
All right, it'd have been a lot messier than that. And then I watched a video today where these people were. Somebody look up the word theory. And the Israeli news guy Stephen Danoon was on some other guy's show, all right, and he said they've been theorizing behind it, and then Stephen Danoon tells on himself, all right. Now peep it. So in their theory, they are theorizing that from the sound from all the phones, I don't know how they did that the sound didn't come from away. Like if I'm sitting here and someone shoots me, it didn't come from away. From according to all the phones, the sound came from right there, right where Charlie was sitting. And then someone started talking about all those phones that blew up in Israel when they rigged all them explosives to all them the cell phones, and all the Palestinians' faces and heads was getting blown up and shit, and their hands getting blown off because they was holding their phones. All right, so it turns out, and someone else said it too, that what happened was that his mic blew up, okay, and then they gave something. Well, they started, and in their theory, they also saw what he said. He saw CAT scans, and he saw and he learned how to read CAT scans. He learned how to read MRIs because of the work that he used to do. Now, so we all know who Stephen Danoon is, right? The Israeli News Live dude. Stephen Danoon. It's Danoon. With a D. I thought it was Banoon too. It's Danoon. But what he used to do with his profession, and I'm gonna assume in the Mossad or CIA or whatever, his profession when he was in Israel was he used to stage, and he told himself, he used to stage assassinations. And I'm like, how the fuck you stage assassination?
That's crazy.
All right, and so wait a minute. So I'm staging assassination. So I just assassinated a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Right.
And now that's basically what, right. And so he's admitting that the government that he was a part of, they do this. Yeah. That's the first part. So with his theory and his receipts, they know exactly what happened to this man. He was an inside job, and it was Edomite on Edomite crime. Because especially with the fact that while he was sitting in the chair, all right, if you got, but first of all, we know the convenient 30-06 that they left, and the guy on the roof and all the other bullshit, all right, and then the guy that they arrested. And what happened was that when the microphone blew up, that's why you saw his shirt moving around, and then his neck exploded forward, and then the hole came out instead of sinking in with a hole coming out the back. It should have been spurting out the back, and I'm like, why is he leaking? You saw the bump come, and then a hole, and then the blood shot out. So apparently he had a fast death because he bled out within a minute, but it was very painful because it didn't sever his spinal column, so he was still completely conscious, and even though he was, he could feel the pain. So they really fucked him up because basically it was a assassination. The equipment malfunctioned, still did the job, but it made it worse. And then it also made it to where it was supposed to hit in his chest. So, but something with it went off and it blew inward and it came up and went out of his neck. Oh, all right. And that's what So that's theory. So he was. But all the physical signs show that it's not theory. Okay.
The definition of theory. A theory is a structured, evidence-based explanation that explains, predicts, or interprets a specific set of how you say that? Phenomenon. Yeah, phenomenon. often acted as an established model derived from repeated observations.
Yes, I got the etymology.
Oh, okay.
This is the theory, etymology. Conception, mental scheme.
Ah,
Yes, conception, mental scheme. 1950 from late Latin theoria, from Greek theoria, contemplation, speculation.
That's it.
ooh, contemplation, speculation. Okay, so they speculate,
Speculate.
but
Speculate.
but once something. So for example, it was a theory that a particular shot that people was getting was causing myocarditis and all these other blood clots. It was all theory until the bodies began to show that whoever those people were, that actually happened to them. Well, you know, when the once all the undertakers, you know, started trying to embalm these bodies, and they trying to embalm bodies and get them prepared for the, you know, to send them off, and
They can clean them up.
and it's like, what the fuck's good? So they start pulling all these 2 or 3 foot long clogs out of them. Then that's one evidence. That's one receipt. Then you had professional athletes, soccer players, which are some of the most fittest
Kids too.
kids, young, yeah. But you know, I'm just
On the
going with
planet.
professional soccer players. Some of the most physically
Athletic.
fit athletes on the planet are soccer players. I don't know if you're aware of it, but on the average soccer player runs about 7 miles per game.
That shit crazy.
If you weren't aware of that,
Full speed.
all right.
Them
When
niggas
you
be
look at
running
because when you look at the size of that field, they're running up and down that field
on nonstop.
non-stop.
Full speed.
And they rotate in. They'll bring 1 or 2 out, but they never stop running. So
Depending on what.
depending on what they're doing, plus the training and the conditioning, these guys are fit. So, you know, and then they tried to say, well, you know, what was it? It was just fake footage when all these niggas was dying all over the place.
Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of fake footage.
You know, exactly. That's a lot of, you know, especially when what happens is you got thousands of people at those soccer games, and you know, soccer fans are some of the most serious fanatics and fans on the planet, man. So they all got their cameras, and so I guess, you know, these thousands of cameras that watch these athletes from, like, you know, 100 different angles fall and collapse and get carried off the field in a stretcher.
Yeah.
I guess that all that footage is just fake.
Documented.
And that's before
They
they.
just made it all up. So 2 more words, Baba Kashai. And somebody get Isaiah 29 and 15, by the way.
While they
You
get
got
that,
something?
I just want to
Isaiah.
reiterate something from that definition Canassa read. Because it says a theory structured, evidence-based explanation.
Structure.
And evidence-based. So it's not just a wild guess. You looking at facts, you looking at, like it says, evidence, and then you make this speculation. Just want that part, yep.
So when you saw the thing move around, all right, and then his neck bulge and the hole come out, blood spurts out. That's evidence.
Yes.
Can I back
That's
that point up?
evidence. All right, but before you hold that thought, hold on to it, don't lose it.
29:15.
Get that, and then somebody no, that was something you said, and then damn, what is
You have one more word.
staged? Look up the word stage and look up the word assassin. Okay, because if to me, Stephen Danoon told you who did it, because it was already being speculated that the little hats were behind it. They're enforcers. You know who their enforcers are. You know, Mossad and IDF. But yeah. So look up the word staged and look up the word assassin. All right, and now get that scripture, Bob Kushai. Whoever got it, go ahead.
Isaiah 29:15. Woe unto them that seek deep to hide their counsel from the Lord, and their works are in the dark, and they say, who seeth us, who knoweth us.
And so these people are always scheming and always doing dirt. For example, there was they used Marines to hijack a cargo ship, an Iranian cargo ship. Okay, but supposedly before they hijacked, this was the eve before they were to sit down again and try to come to some agreement. So we agreed, okay, we're all right. You know, we ain't got no reason to trust you, but okay, we'll sit down and talk to you one more time. While on so on the eve of when they were supposed to sit down and have these talks, they had the Marines jack a cargo ship and came on the ship fully armed, you know, like a damn SWAT team, like Marines. You know, and
Thinking it was a
ran
movie.
up. I'm the captain now.
Right.
Turn this ship around.
Right, thinking of movie.
Right.
Crazy.
Okay. So you know, these people are always scheming. They're always trying to hide something. But you know, look, and you can't make deals with a pit viper, man. It's poison, and it's always gonna bite you. It ain't even got to be hungry to bite you. It's just gonna bite you because you're there. Like, is this nigga in my vicinity? Right.
I didn't even want to bite you, but I bit you.
Pretty much.
That's what's happening.
I got a stage.
Yeah, let's look up staged.
Okay, so stage refers to events deliberately arranged for effect, appearing artificial rather than spontaneous.
Wow.
It also
So what would be the purpose to stage an assassination? Which means you really killed someone, but you staged it, but nigga, you just assassinated them. Just call it what it is. Yeah. But you needed a particular person to die so that you can what? So that you can push forward. Now we got to go get revenge and kill all these motherfuckers or whatever, you know, whatever it is that they did. You stage. So read that again.
It says stage refers to events deliberately arranged for effect.
These are the people ruling over you. All right. And how many times you've heard the world's a stage?
Yeah.
All right.
Tell them
It's a stage. The world is a stage, man.
They're just like
They never let a good crisis go to waste.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, and then even how they fake certain shit, you know.
That's the point. It's staged.
Because
It is fake.
Because
Dog.
you got the guy from the islands supposedly is a guy that look just like him. Same stutter, same everything, and he riding around Palm Beach Pete.
Yep.
Yeah.
And they saying he got the same stutter as the guy, same everything, tattoos, everything, and he riding around Miami like ain't nothing, like with a whole nother alias.
Wouldn't be. Yeah. It is
I
what
mean,
it is.
he literally look exactly, sound exactly, talk exactly, tattoos exactly, just like the motherfuckers.
So
just
when
like
he
the
went caught, he
motherfuckers.
said, "Damn, I look like this nigga. Let me go get
You know
the
what
same
I'm saying?
tattoo in the same spot.
Yeah,
But
Maybe
that's
I
not
could get out.
far-fetched, though.
I can get all the holes anyway. No, it's not far fetched.
So they do that. They do that.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
'cause
do
There
do
was
that.
that movie called The Prince.
but he,
you know?
when they first seen him, he was in a Bentley. So I mean, he already had money, but you know, Esau got money down there. But whatever, that's another story. For another.
All right, so now we looked up. That was enough on stage. Let's look up assassin, and then we put them two definitions together. What you got saying, baby?
This quote, in politics, nothing happens by accident. If it happens, you can bet it was planned that way, which is FDR, Franklin Delano Roosevelt.
Damn. So and these are the people that are ruling over us. That are now they're being found out. See, the world is finding them out, and the world hates them.
And hey, I said, while not using the exact wording, if anything happened, the government did it. This FDR quote is the most famous expression of the sentiment that events are planned by political powers.
Yeah.
So can anyone say 911? But anyway,
I didn't know it was the plane come through the building,
yeah,
unharmed.
unharmed.
Yeah.
They made it through all them steel girders,
I know.
and the nose popped out. And that's one of the reasons why they stopped showing that, because they got called out.
Elder, they said that shit about
But the footage is still out there. So
They said about on that tarmac when there's two planes hit. So he's like, so you're telling me that this vehicle did more damage than steel beams?
Yeah, right. And a certain group of people happen to not show up at work that day.
Yeah.
a
And, then,
particular group of people.
Yeah.
and the biggest piece of the evidence to the theory that it was inside job is when they checked the military flight records, only aircraft in the sky that day was a military plane that's able to be equipped with the projectors they use. So the U.S. military for certain operations, you got projectors they put on planes, right? Whatever the fuck they staging, and they say the only vehicle in the sky in that area that day was that plane.
Right, and there's a receipt for that.
And that's why you see that shit come through.
Yeah, and they also allowed the one plane to fly with the Saudis on it too. And I found it funny too. You know, even back then, it's strange that they said that 19 Saudi Arabians were. I'm like, well, isn't the Saudis like our allies?
Right.
And then secondly, then I thought that, and then the next thing was, well, well, why y'all going to Iraq then?
Right.
That confused the fuck out of me,
Oh,
and I was super interested in it because, you know, when that shit happened, my old unit deployed. You know, so I'm like, what the fuck? I knew niggas, you know.
Yeah. Because Esau, he figured as long as it's a towel head, it don't matter, right? All the evidence. Hey, what they said, Durka Mohammed Jihad, motherfucking, what's that? Team America World Police.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, as long as he
World
looks like
Police.
yeah, Durka Mohammed Jihad.
How many Saudis got license to fire planes? They ain't raised no suspicion and shit.
Yeah. So you know, a bunch of bullshit. Just more lies into their history books that have been disproved. How you know the lie IQs? You know, it's pretty sad when you have a nation and a country that's selling and teaching history to their children. All right, I remember my client told me how her daughter came home and she was like 6 years old crying, and she was crying about 9/11. You know, and because, and she, you know, wasn't even born, but she learned about it at school, and it just kind of fucked, because she was like, how could somebody do that? You know, what kind of, mommy, what kind of people would do this, mommy, you know? And it really messed her up. And I'm like, you got this baby crying over a fucking lie, over some shit that you did. Well, it's like, well, sweetie, your people did it. You know? And they did it to their own people, you know, so that they can, you know, yeah! She really lost it.
So they can listen into your conversations and take you time you go in the airport.
Exactly.
For your safety, not theirs, yours.
Then they have receipts that George Bush brother took a claim on that building before it even happened. They have receipts on that. Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about the Jew that bought the building and put insurance on it the day before.
Yeah, he literally renewed the insurance policy.
It wasn't George W.'s brother. Don't.
It wasn't George W.
Don't talk crazy on the Bushes. Come on.
Yeah.
Well, they said it.
Ain't nowhere we're talking shit when he was
It had
president,
nothing to do with the
brother.
Bushes. It had nothing. That was a little hat that owned that building.
Right.
And it was them that didn't show up to work. And he renewed.
Made sure it was up to standard.
He
killed
basically
all the people, man.
Yeah, and then he even put the receipts on. I mean the insurance on building 7.
That's what I was about to say.
Was the third building, because people don't even talk about it. It was 3 buildings went down.
Yep.
All right, not just 2. And there was one that was half the
The
size.
third tower's going down.
Because you had one that was like a 49 or 50 stories. Did nothing touched it, and it went down.
Yeah. They forgot about that one.
Yeah. And
it
turns out that a lot of documents and receipts to shit that they didn't want to be seen
was in there.
Was in that building.
Yep.
So that's why so when the towers came down, it was like, well, you know what? All these secrets and shit, you know, this shit go, and you know, and I don't know, you know, when you see, like, there's a movie that's coming out where a plane goes down. I mean, there's plenty of movies where planes go down, and you always got survivors and dead people and bodies and luggage and chairs and shit. These planes just disappeared. There was like no luggage fell out the sky, no people fell out the sky, even if it blew up. All right.
Except the perpetrators.
You know, except, but all that, and this one nigga's slightly severed, you know, right? It just flickered in the wind through all that hot ass ash and fire and explosion and gas and right, and you know this.
Right. No engines.
We got him.
What do we have here?
Exactly.
Engines.
Right. I was like, damn, them niggas got Scooby Doo in the game to find this shit. Go ahead, brother.
I got a quote. This is a quote from Sir Walter Scott. It says, "Oh, what a tank."
And who was a Negro, by the way?
God.
All right. They lie about Walter Scott. That was actually, I went to that grade school. They tore that school down after we graduated. We were the last class too. Wow. Go ahead, because Mount Carmel bought that property.
Wow.
And that was a gigantic, beautiful building too. It was big enough to be a damn high school. But go ahead, brother.
It says, "Oh, what a tangled web we weave when first we set out practice to deceive." It basically broke down. It means that dishonesty creates complex spiraling complications that eventually spiral out of control and ensnare the liar.
Yeah, there you go.
And that's what you're seeing right now.
Like finding
4K.
Right.
Passports, but no black box.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. You know what's fireproof? It's funny that you say that because
when you started saying that, it reminded me. Remember that cartoon Esau Fable? It used to say that.
Aesop.
Yeah.
Esau's favorite. I used to say that too.
I like that.
That was Bill Cosby.
Yeah, you changing it up, brother.
Esau's favorite.
Aesop's favorite.
I had a quote real quick.
Go ahead, brother.
This let's prove it back. Like the Michael II is empowered Esau head, man, the elites, right? This from J. Edgar Hoover. It says there would never be another black Messiah unless we create him.
Oh, damn. Who was that?
Well, he was a pretty proud son of a bitch, wasn't he?
Yeah.
And that whole book that he called himself believing in talks about nothing but a so-called black Messiah. Well, I like to play this video. I think this one Apostle Ramlab sent to me. These videos are just hot. Let me get rid of this one. Let's delete that. No, because I got a list of videos here. These Edomite women just snapping on Esau, and it's beautiful, man. But I like to play this one. And this chick right here, her mother's a Jake and her father's like Italian or some shit. But this is straight up nigga woman, man. And you know, and there'd be a lot of Jake out there talking about white woman goes off on white men. Well, this particular woman, this ain't no white girl. You can just hear her and know she's not. But they're being found out, and everybody's seeing it, and everybody's seeing that like that one professor in that one college, and they were, and all the Edomites were so offended when that one professor came to the conclusion that that they need to be eliminated, and then the world would be a better place because he's measuring up all the evidence in theory. What you say once evidence presented is not theory anymore, right? If you have theory and then there's evidence to back up what you're saying, it's no longer theory. It's just like how they try to say conspiracy theories, and then all of a sudden all the receipts come because to be truthful, over the last forever, the conspiracy theorists are batting 1,000 because most of the things that they've called conspiracy theories have turned out to be true. Like niggas hanging on wires and shit, bouncing around, and then all the video shows up that's exactly what they're doing, and they try to tell you that these people are in space somewhere. Right. And then people that works at the studio is screenshotting it with their cell phones and sending, like telephone call. Because somebody got to be sitting there with a camera going, I can't believe it. These dumbass people really believe these people are going in and out of space like that. If they going past the Van Allen belt,
the one senator, I think he was coming out of work.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, he was like, "Yeah, we never went to space. We shot that shit in the Hollywood studio."
And then they through movies and through songs. What was that movie with the little yellow things? The Gru movie. What's them little yellow? The Minions.
Minions.
How the Minions walked in on the studio when they were shooting that. The dudes from Red Hot Chili Peppers, it's a lyric of one of their lines.
Space may be the final frontier, but it's made in the Hollywood basement.
Yeah. That's one of their songs, right?
Yeah.
Californication. Then Stanley Kubrick's. Before, and then it's funny that he was fine, when he said that. And then he turned around and did that Eyes Wide Shut. They was like, no, we gotta get rid of this dude.
They actually had to revamp it because towards the ending scene, he actually had some PDF shit in it. Oh. So they had to remove the PDF shit out before they released the final copy.
Yeah. He put a couple,
wow.
Mm-hmm. He put a couple hints in what was that movie he did with didn't he do The Shining?
Yep.
Yeah.
It was
a couple hints that he was putting in that movie too as well.
It was this stage.
I'm not watching that movie.
Yep. It was
The Shining.
Yeah, The Shining.
The Shining off the chain, bro.
Yeah.
It also proves, and he also they go to tell you that they are aware that you come back.
Mm-hmm. The Shining, that scary ass movie.
It's not scary.
No. The first one, when I was little, it scared the shit out of me. But
man, I'm not
it's a good movie, man. But it's especially now. But then the part 2, 20-something years later.
They made a part 2.
Dr. Sleep is cold.
Bro, it's cold. You got to see it. You got to watch both those movies.
Don't watch it around like you missing out.
I'm not gonna watch it. Don't worry about it.
Both the movies raw as hell, bro.
It don't matter.
And they're good
90
because
days.
the Dr. Sleep matches up right with the Eyes Wide Shut shit.
Good.
It lets you really know about about that stuff that they like to extract from scared children.
Yeah.
What was that one cartoon? That one cartoon. Well, I didn't want to say the word, but that one cartoon.
Monsters Inc.
Monsters Inc.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Screams.
Damn, that's exactly what that shit was about.
That,
Now, I watched that movie a
You
lot.
watch
Yeah.
Monsters Inc. That's scary.
That's good. Monsters Inc. is not scary.
This nigga scared.
Who told y'all I was a chicken?
But real quick, I'm gonna go ahead and play them turn the sound up. Lock in, brothers. I want to play this video because this chick always go hard, man. And and she used to irritate the shit out of me, but now I'm actually starting to like this broad, man.
Pause. Nah, I mean claim. Sorry. Wrong word. Wrong word. Forgive me. It's the wine, bro. I mean claim.
Now she's saying this as a white person with a full chest out, and she hopes that it hurts. What's going on? What's going on out there? Go outside with that shit. What's wrong with them? I don't know.
I heard my toes.
Close. Yeah, I'm fucking order.
See?
The water. But here we go.
I say this as a white person with all disrespect and my full chest offends and triggers a lot of white people. I say this as a white person with all disrespect and my full chest out, and I genuinely hope it offends and triggers a lot of white people in the comments, right? The reason that so many global alt-right white people cling to the current system that is the capitalistic United States of America is because without the benefits of colonization and white privilege, they would live a subpar life. These people are capable of nothing great. Nothing. They would be the societal rejects and the welfare babies that they often accuse of stealing resources they've never fucking contributed. They need white privilege to succeed. I don't. You could abolish white privilege. You could abolish systematic oppression effective tomorrow. And not only would I succeed in life, I would excel. I know that because if a lot of people came from where I came from, they couldn't make what I made. I'm very proud of what I've done with my life, given the circumstances I was fucking given. I know that I don't need white privilege to succeed, but these people genuinely do. They're not privileged. They're not superior. In fact, they're inferior. Their entire existence is contingent upon racism, upon systematic oppression, upon flexing basically the biological lotto that they earned just by being fucking born. There's an entire community in New Jersey that spends their entire life living off of welfare until they attend a real estate convention, put their name on a list, and post-genocide inherit land that they could never take. They could never maintain, they could never build, they could never develop. Everything has to be handed to these people because they do not have the work ethic, the diligence, the intelligence, the stick-to-itiveness, the know-how. They have no means to succeed in life. So I say this with all disrespect. I don't give a chicken fried fuck about white privilege. Take all that shit away. Re-implement DEI. Abolish critical race theory. Get rid of systematic oppression. Give everybody equal rights and equal opportunities across the board. I'm still going to be exactly what I was meant to be. A lot of white people can't say the same thing, and that's why they cling to the old way. I say this is a white person.
Now, and there's two women that appear to be pale. Now, the spirit already let you know.
Right.
That bro been gone for years, bro.
Chicken fried.
Damn.
But
Don't you look?
but the point is that it was reposted by another white woman.
Oh wow. Okay.
Claim that one.
Okay?
She was
She was the one underneath being quiet, just pointing to her and agreeing with her.
Get one of them.
All right? So, with that being said, somebody get Job 27:15.
Why did can I hit this?
Absolutely.
This is Genesis 27:40. And by the sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother. This shall come to pass when thou shalt have the dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. So Esau was prophesied that he was going to live by the sword. He's going to rule the world But it's gonna be by the sword, man.
And then say by building.
Right.
Is by the sword. So basically, stab, chop, cut, steel, build my shit.
Right.
All right, go build that shit.
Right.
Now give it to me.
Right.
Right. He, it's like what was that one brother made that statement when he said, Jake invent shit, and then Esau invented the patent office.
Right.
Hey, yo, did you seen that clip? There was a slave master, and he had the nigga in the back of the chair. He said, "Hurry up and finish making the Constitution, nigga." Hurry up and finish writing that Constitution, nigga. Hey, you had Benjamin Banneker. He made the White House, man.
Right.
Right.
Hey, and another thing, I was talking to Jake, the 90-year-old, the brother I was telling y'all about. He said when he grew up, it was called Negro history. He said a lot of those inventions, I forgot the inventions he said, a lot of shit that Esau say that's his, Jake really made everything.
Of course he
you
did.
know what I'm saying?
I mean, we've shown the receipts thousands of times, bro.
Yeah.
I got a book at home that from Batak gave me that book.
Man.
I got a book at home, and that book was matter of fact, that book was $150 back then. And it's a book full of inventions that were created by Jake. And the filament for the light bulb. Every time you turn on the light switch, it was his name was something Latimer. I forget his name. But nevertheless, what they teach you in school is Edison.
Yeah.
They'll say who invented the light bulb? Louis Latimer. All right, but it's like no, it was Louis Latimer. And there's a actual federal court case.
Yeah.
Case law to prove it because he won the court case when they say no man, this is my invention, not his. And Latimer won the court case.
Louis Latimer. Yeah. Oh, I look at the video today and it showed they said how stupid racists are. Basically how stupid Esau is. So what these people did, they took a test and the color blue, but they'll write the color blue in green ink, or they'll write the color red in yellow ink. And the Edomite racists failed every damn time. They failed that test. Every time.
Wow.
I got a precept, if I may. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 14, verse 16. It says, "They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, Is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms, that made the world as a wilderness and destroyed the cities thereof, that opened not the house of his prisoners?" And so, the scrutiny is on Esau now. The whole world is waking up that Esau is the problem.
Everybody on
he's
Esau,
a fraud. He's an
yeah.
imposter.
Right.
I did a video with what's his name, Bolton, whatever his name is, that one Arab, that Ishmaelite guy who I believe he's Jake as well. But he really went in on him. Basically, she just echoed what he said.
Right.
He just said it more eloquently.
Yeah.
That brother Smooth with his speech.
Yeah.
And she just didn't give a flying chicken shit.
Right.
Chicken fuck or whatever.
Fried
Fuck
chicken
she said.
fuck, man.
Right. Because she a straight nigga woman, man.
She sound like a nigga woman. I mean, she sound like
Yeah.
I got one if I may.
Absolutely, brother.
This is Isaiah 32:5. "The vile person shall no more be called liberal, nor the churl said to be bountiful." Hey, and look, man.
That's a great precept, brother.
Hey, man. Look, this is where you I like the way you die, boy. This is where you go down, man.
Well, Trump is the prime example of the scripture being fulfilled because he say this shit. He don't give a fuck. He tell you. He said we finna annihilate a whole civilization.
Goodbye.
That nigga suffering to wipe out a whole civilization.
Not getting no fuck.
So
He said goodbye already.
And
He say it.
people found themselves so embarrassed and ashamed of him.
Yeah.
All right, I got all these
Goodbye.
what do you call them? These Democrat women, and it's funny. Like my clients, and I pit them against each other in speech, and it's kind of fun just to sit back and watch them. And how the ones that hate Trump and the ones that support Trump, but then nevertheless, man, they're just so fickle, and now they're all just lost. And they come, and I find them in conversation. They're ashamed of their men.
Mm-hmm.
They really are. They're ashamed.
Yeah.
It's like when we start talking about things, they look down, and they look away, and
Yeah.
because they literally feel shame about the leadership and what's happening in that country, and especially when it just comes to the fact, well, you know, this is white males.
Right.
These are white men that are failing on everything, and every aspect of this society is failing, and it was under white male control.
And
so who's the problem?
Salaki too. And just to say this, them bitches was all good. Only reason they got a problem now is because Esau fucked up. When he made himself an angel of light, his people bought into that.
Yeah.
So now it's coming all this wickedness. They really just ashamed that they're caught.
Yeah. Yes.
I got the precept
Louis
too.
Sinclair.
Yeah, they just ashamed they caught. So now they jumping ship. This is Rock 41 and 4. The inheritance of sinners' children shall perish, and their posterity, which that means children, shall have a perpetual reproach. Their children will complain of an ungodly father, because they shall be reproached for his sake.
Ooh.
So they've been all for this shit. They
they didn't say nothing.
Yeah. The Emmett Till bitch, she knew that what happened with him.
Right.
She didn't say shit. All these Edomite bitches that done fuck a Jake because, I mean, what they say, oh, you like Tay Diggs. Or they call every nigga Tay Diggs, right? And then they found out, well, no, he raped me. They doesn't get away with that shit because he was a nigga.
Right.
Yeah, this is what they do, bitch. They ashamed only because they're caught.
They got caught. And not only that, women are conformists.
Yes,
exactly.
All right, and
They know what's
Edomite
next.
women can see that
shit.
they literally trying to secure their place. Well, your place is gonna be slavery. It's really nothing, you know.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, some of you will be concubines. You know, you get to come to the big house. But at the end of the day, you still gonna be
Back to the field.
right.
Yeah, you're gonna still be a slave, bitch. And you're gonna be put to death. You finna get all this. No mercy to you, bitch. You're gonna get clapped and killed, man.
When Obadiah time comes around, you know, when the great bonfire, when it's that time, you go into the fire with your men.
They still gotta get eradicated.
Can I read this real quick, Elder? This is the definition of churl, right? A churl is a rude, surely ill-bred person.
Churlish.
Yeah, he's ill-bred, right? Historically referred to a peasant, which before they were Rothschilds, what were they called? Bowers. Which means what? A peasant. To a peasant or a farm laborer in the Middle Ages, this is the churlish person. He's ill-bred, man. You're a goddamn abomination. That's why when you were created, your father looked like Aisha. Wasted away.
Wasted away indeed, man.
What am I gonna do with this? Like,
right? You got some pops? Bring it out. And I think Capo, when you holding something?
No, I had a report.
Oh, you got
Go ahead,
I got the
bring it.
Joe too.
Okay, go ahead. Bring out that Joe. Bring out yours and bring out yours.
This Joel 27. I'm gonna start at 15.
Because you know I got more. You know, hold on to that.
All right.
Look. Yeah, I got a lineup. We got Tanya Ray Fox and Kylie Bureau. Kylie, we won't play them all, but
They gonna hurt her.
Yeah. I believe they gonna make Kylie. They gonna disappear her.
They gonna hurt her.
Cause she tearing them off, man.
Okay.
She hurting them. But bring yours out.
This is Jeremiah 50:12. Your mother shall be sore confounded. She that bare you shall be ashamed. Behold, the hindermost of the nation shall be a wilderness, a dry land, and a desert.
Wow, and you know what? And that scripture is literally talking about how Britain is ashamed of America.
Yes.
But the scriptures are manifold because there are many Edomite women that complain about how wicked their sons are.
Right.
She said, we birthed you, we raised you, and now we're ashamed of you. I've heard them say this.
Right.
All right? It's so they're on their way down, man. They really are falling right in front of our faces, man. But go ahead, brother.
This Sirach 10, verse 30 and 31. The poor man is honored for his skill, and the rich man is honored for his riches. He that is honored in poverty, how much more in riches? And he that is dishonorable in riches, how much more in poverty?
Wow.
Yeah.
How much more in poverty? See, he's dishonored in riches now. And you know, and he's just such a bastard. You know, why not just, then we were talking about this last night?
Yeah.
Nigga, you can't see that you won.
Right.
Just enjoy your kingdom. Stop, you know,
Have some
you
fun.
doing too much. Right. And so he basically, you just didn't know how to stop, and now you went overboard, and now everybody, the great noticing. Everybody see your ass now.
Hold on, scriptures tell you, a covetous man is not satisfied with his portion. You know, he got to keep going. He got to keep going unto his own self-destruction.
And that's exactly what that's where he is.
It's
man.
the curse.
It's the large.
It's lucky, brother. It's the curse that was put on the serpent. He was cursed to go upon his belly. That's what Sirach talks about. A man who's envious of himself. Esau can't help but go after. He got to have it all, man. That's his job, man. That's brought him to his fucking knees. He could have been let it go. He had basically 98% of the world on fiat.
Yep.
They all got with a central bank. You could have let that shit go. You ain't need the last two little countries.
Right.
You could have let Gaddafi have his little portion of North Africa.
Yep.
But you doing all this shit just make the world realize more and more that you fuck up the plan. That's why Britain hate you. You couldn't stay in the background.
Right. Play your part.
Doing shit, man.
Yeah.
Making what's the book? The Making of a
All
Terrorist.
up in the video.
Yeah.
Death Row Records.
Yeah, America Suge Knight. Facts, man. You getting away with murder. You getting away hanging from them ice over the balcony. The whole industry feel you. You get to go before all the famous Edomites push French President Macron out the way. Do this.
Pop your collar.
Right. But you want to keep going. I'm here. You fucking up their gas line, fucking up their supply chain.
Right.
Like, we had a good thing going here. You went too far.
That's why in Job it says he's gonna cast all that shit out his belly, man.
Yeah.
You done bit off more than you could chew, bro. And then you didn't share none of the. Come on, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, Joker. After he robbed the bank and shit, he said he's like, no, I shoot the bus driver. He was killing all the motherfuckers that he robbed the bank with.
Yeah. He gave orders to motherfuckers to kill each other.
I shoot the.
Hey, that's why the Edomites mad because they want the piece of pie they never gonna get, and they frustrated. They don't never get that shit.
They got cut out the deal.
Can I hit this?
Going down.
This Habakkuk 2:5. Yea, also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man. Neither, 4. All right. This is Habakkuk 2:4. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by faith. This Edomite ain't right. Yea, also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, which is his doctrine. Neither keepeth at home, who enlarges his desire as hell, and as death.
And the scripture says there's two things that's not satisfied. It says hell, the grave, the barren womb.
Right. And he say
insatiable.
And he is as death and cannot be satisfied, but gather unto himself all nations and heap unto himself all people. This devil can't be satisfied, just like
death.
Yes, he has death. So you can't can't nothing satisfy this devil. It don't matter. The Lord didn't really gave Esau the whole world, Job 9:24. And this dude still ain't satisfied. He still want more. Nigga, you got everything.
You couldn't take a bottle. You couldn't take a bottle on the bitch and go chill.
Ain't never been a bouncer.
And he want the bitch.
Hey, it ain't never been a bouncer.
Really wanted her brother. That's what she said.
Right, he wanted her brother.
Yeah.
He gave me this bitch. I want your brother.
Yeah, ain't never been a bouncer in front of a graveyard and said we filled the capacity. You know, the earth.
Right.
You're on the list. You can't come in.
Yeah. We got too many dead bodies. Nah. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
I got a precept. This Psalms 80. Psalm 62:3. How long will ye imagine mischief against a man? Ye shall be slain, all of you, as a bowing wall shall ye be, and as a tottering fence, because all they do is find ways to put their own people down, including us. They want to keep us down, imagining this mischief, bringing up this lies, bringing up their democracy, and then it's all failing against them because now they got, like y'all said, too greedy.
Yeah. And the lie IQ has failed them, man.
That's right. Verse 4.
Go ahead, brother.
Verse 4. They only consult to cast him down from his excellency. They delight in lies. They bless with their mouth, but they curse inwardly.
Wow. Could somebody, anybody just pull up a list of J conventions? Just, we talked about it. Just want to mention this man is, and
It's
most
all
of these
them.
inventions,
Shit.
so-called white people, the ones that might be watching or or criticizing or whatever, most of them aren't aware of this. All right, and some of them are. All right, but they still walk around proud. But
Shit,
this is
Jake made the video game.
Well, one on country music.
Yeah, the Odyssey.
Yeah, Jake made
I
the
had one
internet.
of them Odysseys when I was a shorty.
That shit crazy.
Let's I'm gonna play Miss Tanya Ray Fox now. Then I'll play one of these from Kylie Brewer. And I'm telling you, man, this Kylie, man, like you said, couple, I think they gonna hurt her. Yeah, Esau really mad. I mean, they be on her channel like, bitch, shut up, stop talking about us.
Yeah, and then she'll expose them when they DM.
And so when they DM her and threaten her and shit, she like, look at this one.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, his dick is really short. And that's
They gonna hurt that girl.
they gonna but
She keep talking about
DEI white men have showed up in my comments. Let me just make this. The DEI white men have showed up in my comments. Let me just make this clear. We all know you guys have most of your jobs because of white supremacy DEI. Because you're a white man. We know that. White women, we benefited really well from actual DEI, for sure. And from our proximity to white supremacist men, of course.
she admitted
That's why
it.
you guys get so mad when I talk about this stuff, because you see me and you're like, wow, I know, he's not a bitch. Either way, we all know you guys are underqualified.
She look pretty
so you can
bitch
say
too.
racist stuff, like it's okay for the NFL to have a majority black workforce and labor force, but not have equivalent representation in coaching and front offices and ownership. You could say that, but what we actually know is going on is that you are terrified of the idea of actually needing to be qualified, the most qualified person in a room, in a league, in a company. All you have is the lore passed down to you by your shitty racist families that you are entitled to something. And so when the Attorney General of Florida, who spent the better part of the last decade looking at the bottom of the stiletto boots that Ron DeSantis wears, when he sees an opportunity, he's gonna grab it. He's gonna grasp at that. Because you guys are the most insecure losers on the planet. The only way you stay on top is by making sure other people don't have a shot. But we all know it. There's no turning back. There's no way for you to make us unknow that you are very...
See, she said, we know that the only way for you to make it is to set up a system that keeps everybody from getting it, because you really can't compete.
They can't compete.
And then they always try to make it, and you've seen it on your job with the technical stuff that you've done.
They can't compete.
All right, I've seen it. I've seen it in the Marine Corps. I've seen it. I've seen it across the board in many different venues, man. All right, they really can't keep up. They set things. It's like going back in '95. I took that test. I had an Italian friend of mine. He really a nigga, man. Yeah, he used to bounce with me, you know. And and he was down. He was down for the squads too. You know, as a matter of fact, he even told me one day, man. You know, I used to start some of that shit just so I could see you go.
Damn.
But yeah, that's some nigga shit. But we went and took the fireman's test together. All right. I scored higher than him.
Damn.
He's a fireman to this day.
Hey, that's some shit.
That's
Right
right.
now I did get some money. They did a big lawsuit thing, and all of a sudden I just got a check in the mail because they basically admitted there was some racism shit and some shit done, and I got sent a check, and I went and bought a car with it. But the point is that going back, I really cut him so because even the wife that he have, I even let him have that because she tried to come at me first.
Dang,
and he told me, "Come on, man, I like her, man." I said, "All right, bro."
I love him.
No, but they still together, got a couple kids or whatever. But the point being is that I scored higher than him.
Yeah.
Plus, I also had I think I also got 5 extra points because of my military. So they gave me 5 points. All right, or something like that.
Yeah, because that shit don't matter with Esau. Like,
so that means with my 5 points, I was in the 90s.
With the
and he scored like an 80 something like that. 80, 81.
What's the scripture say? That it say they're not in trouble.
It is what it is.
They're not in trouble as other men. They don't deal with the same. And it's like at my job, this fucking. But they call this man Dumb Donkey. they call him Dumb Donkey. That's his nick. That's what Esau called him, Dumb Donkey.
The Edomites would call him.
Esau, because his last name is Donkey. It's like the way it's spelled, but it's Donkey. It's Donkey.
Well, you got a term called fragility.
Right.
So it's Donke.
Yeah, but they call him Dumb Donkey.
Right.
They call him Dumb Donkey because donkeys are dumb.
Right.
So Jake this dude is fucking intelligent, man. Jake is intelligent. He a Reubenite for the record. And across the board, I'm talking about he raw. Numbers coming out. He know the machines. Different operators come for him to help. It's me and him. They come to because I work certain machines that he don't know. So they come to me and him. What I don't know, what he don't know, they come to me. What I don't know, they go to him.
Right.
So the supervisor, first the league came open. And because the guy, the Edomite who was supposed to get it, which he might be a Jake, because he ain't fuck with Esau, he fucked with us, you know what I'm saying? But he quit. But they gave it to Esau, which is extremely underqualified. And Jake was already the team lead on third shift when they shut the shit down. Jake on a large slitter making his company all his money. He running shit. But you got this Edomite who don't do nothing, who run his mouth the whole motherfucking shift. He in the office for 2-3 hours sucking dick. You know what I mean? I mean, let's be honest. That's what they do. You know what I mean? The Esau won't win. You know what I mean? He brown nosing. But they give it to him, but not give it to Jake, who's overqualified, who everybody in the plant
gets
respect.
everything done because it's some good old boy network.
Oh, we ain't doing shit now. Like we barely do anything that Esau.
That's the spirit moving throughout America.
You
All
know?
right, you know, I don't know whether these things are staged, but they're happening because what people are doing is they're rebelling against the elites. So they think or they say because they're taking they're taking a page out of the soldiers, the sailors who sabotage those ships.
Right.
Now the workers are starting to sabotage factories and shit like that.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. You know, so that spirit of sedition and rebellion against Esau, Edom. But if I may, I want to actually let her finish because she was about done. It was only a couple seconds left. Let's see if I can put it back to where it was. You know, you're not ever paid attention to it. You're right, bro. That bitch is bad.
There's no
You ain't claiming?
No, I did not.
Well, he did. Damn.
Very often, the
Damn it.
most intelligent people in rooms, very often the most entitled, right? Sometimes you guys don't even know that because you think you've done so much work to get where you got. It's actually like watching a little kid, like so proud of building a fucking sandcastle. Like they are architects of a real home because that's the only thing they have to compare it to. They don't know what it takes to actually build a house. Sandcastle's the closest thing they've ever come. So I get why you think you're all so fucking qualified. No one's ever told you you're not, and you've never actually had to fucking work your way through a system twice, 3 times, 10 times as hard. So of course you fucking feel oppressed by any idea of equality. And I know every time you hear a white person, a white man or woman say something like this, call us out on our own bullshit, on our own white bullshit, you think that there's been some sort of mystical spell cast upon me. Because that's the only way you would ever betray your own whiteness. You would only ever betray your own whiteness because of sex, attraction, power, right? That's the only way you would ever consider not leaning into your perceived white supremacy. No matter what the NFL does, no matter what these industries do, no matter how many times you try to stack the deck even more, it's not going to change the fact that we know you guys are fucking losers. The DEI
Can I make a quick point over the
just make this clear.
Yeah.
We all
That was
know.
Yeah. It started again. Yeah.
That nigga Trump did exactly what she said. He said, I started from the bottom, did it myself with a small loan of $1 million from my father.
Oh my God.
Man, he took over 40.
That nigga said small of $1 million.
Right.
That's doing it yourself.
Asshole.
That's why you have a term called
$1 million in the 70s was what is that
Whole
today?
lot of money.
Right now.
Oh, okay.
That's why you have a term called white fragility. It was one. I don't know if it was one. It was one
I got a
of
book. And I did a couple lessons on it.
It was one of the
White
elites,
fragility.
if I may say, Swaki Elder. It was an elite. He basically said that competition is a sin. Okay, competition is a sin. And I'm thinking about this. You had all these years of blackface and all this shit. Drewski did one fucking skit. And everybody, all these motherfuckers were up in arms over that fucking Drewski skit.
Well, they had, what, like 40 years of Jim Crow?
40 years of Jim Crow.
50 years?
Yeah, and Juicy did one skit, and it was a small hat that said this, believe it or fucking not. He said, the reason why you're so mad is because they did it better. You can't fucking compete. Anything Jake do, Jake is the form of all things. Anything we touch, it turns to gold, man.
Because you know what? I hate that nigga Drewski.
I hate him.
But I have to admit, man, he nailed that bitch.
Man, bro.
He became her. He really did nail that shit.
He did.
And whoever did that makeup was some serious witchcraft because he looked like an ugly ass version of her.
Hey, the nigga Elon said whoever his makeup artist is, he need to give her a raise because it fooled his artificial intelligence. So when people was looking up her, it was pulling up the Drewski video.
It's over.
It's over, man.
You know
Hey, you know what's funny? Because this is what I said about Michael Jackson, right? I said Michael Jackson, his goal was to show you Edomites that he could be a better white person than you.
It's 8.5 million of them.
Wow.
Savage is worth 8.5 million today.
So basically $8.5 million.
He gave his
So $1 million went an extra long way.
Actually, can I read this?
Wow, bring it out, brother.
Okay, this is according to a New York 2018 New York Times investigation. Donald Trump received the equivalent of at least $413 million in 2018 from his father, Fred Trump's real estate empire, largely through loans and tax avoidance schemes over several decades. While Trump often cited a small loan of $1 million, records show he was effectively a millionaire by age 8.
Well, I mean, yes, his father's rich.
And then his father was a damn pimp and a whoremonger and drug dealer and all that shit, man. And sex trafficker and all that, man.
Yeah, real estate was a lot cheaper back then.
And real estate was a side shit.
Right.
Yeah.
He was running brothels
and
taking payments in gold and silver.
In
case you didn't know. His grandfather. That's how his father got the money to give to him. Salakia, go ahead, brother.
The initial valuation in 1974, when Donald Trump took over his father's company, estimations suggest the firm was worth roughly $200 million, with total proceeds spreading among siblings.
So he's been, even spreading among his siblings, he's been a millionaire since he was 8 years old. So he's full of shit.
Absolutely.
In a system that completely and totally benefited him.
The way they commit wealth in like in New York, like 78, then like something like the Bronx, it's all slum neighborhoods. And
all New York was
slum. He built the Bronx.
Yeah. And they bought it for dirt cheap, and now it's worth a lot.
Just like they gentrification, they've been doing that for a long time, brother.
Yeah.
I remember watching that movie, Fort Apache, the Bronx. That shit, the Bronx looked like fucking Beirut.
Yeah.
It's like Lebanon or some
That's
shit,
what I'm
man.
talking about. Yeah, they got that shit for cheap and shit.
Oh yeah, they did a lot of dirty practices. That nigga had them motherfuckers build that casino and didn't pay him. He filed bankruptcy, so he didn't have to pay them workers. They still ain't get that money. They still mad about that shit. He bogus. They let them complete everything, and
It's like those Edomites that let all them those illegal workers, do all that work on their roof and fix their house.
Then call ICE.
And then call ICE.
ICE on, same shit.
Can I hit this? This Genesis 25, and I'm gonna get straight to the point. 23. And the Lord said it to her, 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. And the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger. So just like them Edomite bitches been saying, or whatever they are, been saying that Esau was underqualified. And in their mind, they have that pride, like it says in Isaiah 10, they're not all my sons as princes. They not as great as this nation. And that's the Esau mindset, man. And the fact of the matter is, if you just look, it was a nigga this year, he set the fastest rate for still wrestling. So basically, you ride a bull or horse or whatever,
Jump off and grab
and you
it.
gotta jump off and grab a fucking steer.
Yeah. Grab their horns and
This
drive them
nigga-
to the ground.
You know, bro, you know who got the fastest time this year is a nigger. So I see in the comments say, why we can't let white folks have anything? Jake just that wrong. Nigga snap, man. Landry's White, that's his name.
Well, they go to show you how stupid they are.
That's Jake
Because the
Strong.
original Cowboys was
Yeah,
Judah
facts.
Issachar.
Yeah, just like with hockey, you know, niggas always say.
Right, exactly.
You got a nigga that's performing good at hockey now, but the black Scandinavians invented hockey anyway. All right,
Con.
Jake take over everything and get involved in because Jake is superior. That's the prophecy. Jake is 25.
Yeah.
That nigga hopped right off. I love it. He did that shit instant, no hesitation. 3 seconds.
That's what's up, man. All right.
I got that list too.
Yeah, let's bring out that list. We're gonna get ready to wrap.
I got a precept. Just got off work.
Hey, it is what it is, brother.
I'm gonna start with Elijah McCoy because that's a phrase we all know. The real McCoy.
Yeah.
All right, and he had 57 patent devices, most notably the oil cup for lubricating steam engines. And that phrase came about because his shit quality was so good. But Esau, of course, would make knockoffs and everything.
Right.
People was like, no, we want the real McCoy. We want the authentic one from this nigga.
That's right.
It's all right. All right. Lewis Latimer, of course, you already mentioned him, the light bulb part, but he's also played a critical role in the development of the telephone.
Damn.
All right. Dr. Charles Brew.
So it should have been called Commonwealth Latimer, not Commonwealth Edison.
Yeah.
Pieces of shit. But go ahead.
Yeah.
Continue.
Black doctor created the process for storing blood plasma for transfusions. Basically created the blood banks. All right. Another nigga, 50 patents for including the automatic brake and telegraphony device allowing voice and telegraph messages on one wire. All right. So you ain't got to have bitches in the booth.
Right.
Changing the lines over. A black man did that.
Yes.
All right. Mark Dean. Now they say co-invented the personal computer at IBM. So basically, Esau took credit for this nigga shit.
Wow.
All right, including the color monitor and the.
And you know what? I just saved that into my phone to do a lesson on it.
That's a spirit.
So it's coming out now.
Yep. Made the first gigahertz chip. So we got Nvidia and all these fucking companies getting rich and stocks. You motherfuckers are putting in on these stocks. A nigga is the one that invented the first gig chip, man. All right.
It was also a Jake that invented the photocopier, those copy machines.
Yeah,
for IBM.
Right.
Yeah, it was a Jake that came up with that idea.
The female Jake did the GPS.
Yeah.
Yep, she passed away.
And the iPhone.
Go ahead, Benji.
Otis Boykin, 26 devices, including critical components for guided missiles and computers.
Damn.
So Esau, you're a great award because of the invention of Jake. Which of course is because of the Lord. But Jake is the reason you can guide these missiles, man. All right.
That shit crazy.
The microphone, James West, he invented the full Electronet microphone, used 90% of modern communications. 3D imaging.
Wow.
Valerie Thomas, this is a female then. Valerie Thomas invented technology for NASA that produces 3-dimensional images. The fire escape ladder, the corn planter, the foldable bed, the hairbrush, the automatic doors on the fucking elevator.
The doorknob. We invented the doorknob.
This is crazy, man.
What the fuck was they doing? They didn't have
somebody
those?
you got Salt of the Earth.
All these Edomites that
I got wisdom of Solomon 5.
the food truck industry that's booming, the ice cream trucks, thank that nigga, because he is the reason why trucks became refrigerated.
We made ice cream.
Yeah.
Vanilla ice cream was created by Jake.
So somebody you got it, then you can read the Wisdom of Solomon too. Before you read those, just to solidify the whole thing when these women are how they women are turning on the videos we played. Go ahead and read that Job 27 and then you're gonna read those and we're done.
All right. This Job 27, I'm gonna start at 14. If his children be multiplied, it is for the sword, and his offspring should not be satisfied with bread. These that remain of him should be buried in death, and his widows should not weep.
Man, and it just warms my heart and tickles me pink to see these Edomite women go off on these men like this, man. I find it very satisfying. All right, I love it.
Because a lot of these Edomite women, they know that their men are homosexuals and cups.
Well, you saw the way their eyes were wandering at the tournament today.
All right.
Anytime there's a room full of Jake and there's a room full of Edomites, the women are.
Shit.
I got a report. So this is actual real, right? So this report indicates that the Grindr app experiences significant performance issues and increased outage reports during major conservative political events, often due to a massive surge in local user activity.
Wow, Grindr's for fact.
Grindr is a gay dating site.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a gay Tinder. And it's
So during political events,
conservative political
so
events.
these Christian dads,
Conservative,
what?
yes.
Wow.
Yes, so the app crashes. The most recent crash was Charlie Kirk's funeral.
All of those racist niggas is gay.
Yeah, all the majority of them
Give me
are
that
gay.
Charlie,
They're
give me that neck.
Give me that Kirk.
Hey, and they ain't even regular gay. They gay with a preference. They gay for Jake, bro. They gay for Jake. The racist niggas are gay for Jake, bro.
Okay. Matthew 5.
No, let him, he got one more scripture, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, lock in, y'all.
Yeah, this is Matthew 5:13. Ye are the salt of the earth. But if the salt hath lost its savor, wherewith shall it be salted? It is henceforth good for nothing but to be cast out and be trodden under the foot of men.
And that's what it is, man. All right. This world would be a flavorless place without Jake, man. All right. You ever have some saltless food, some unseasoned food?
Horrible.
All right. It's yeah.
White folks.
Yeah.
Job is going through hell, and he still found time to complain about unsalted eggs.
There it is, man. All right. And you go ahead and hit that wisdom of Solomon too. They made no account.
This 1 John 2:20. But ye have an unction from the Holy One, and ye know all things. Lord, give us understanding, all kind of understanding across the board of everything. If you go into scriptures, we made engines back in the ancient world. We made devices that were engine devices. We were doing things like this, and it's in the scriptures.
War machinery.
Right? They've learned ambushes and warfare from us. Esau and the world has learned everything from Jacob. You go back into Egypt and Abraham, Egypt. He was teaching them, and you go to Joseph, Egypt. He was leading them. You go to Daniel. They were so when the elite got a hold of Jake, they put them over their empires.
I think the military still get knife training from the Apaches.
I can believe.
Yeah, they've used them. Yeah, that's where a lot of special forces learn their knife fighting techniques and their tomahawks techniques.
It's a story
they brought in the Apaches to teach them their knife fighting.
It's a story that goes back to when the so-called Native American Indians were starting to get into America's army, that they were forcing them to shave their beards and their hair, and they were using them before that, and they were the best trackers and everything. When they start shaving their beards and stuff, they didn't have the same results to their state. You know what? You can keep your beard. Yep. And they were still letting them do what they do because they had that special connection with the spirit to be able to track and hunt and do those things that Esau couldn't do.
It's a Jake right now who's converting plastic into gasoline, and they've been threatening this dude, trying to threatening to kill this young guy. He's a young guy.
Yeah, he's been having issues. He's
been having issues.
I've seen videos about him, and he posted up a lot of receipts too, and he even mentioned something about something might happen to him. Yeah. And he said that he's actually likes his life. I would not kill myself. But what else were we waiting for? Wisdom of Solomon, bro. We get ready to wrap, brother. Go ahead.
This is Wisdom of Solomon 5:1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him, and made no account of his labors. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible.
And that's what and that's basically what these women were confirming. These so-called white women were confirming. All right, but go ahead.
And shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all that they look for.
We can't wait for that part.
Yeah, great fear.
We can't wait for that part. So with that, we're gonna give all praises, all honor and glory unto
Yahawah, Ba'Shem, Yahawashi, Ba'Shem, Rakakwadash.
Kwam Yasharallah.
Kwam Yasharallah.
Ababa Ball.
Ababa Ball.
Ariella, come on in, brothers. We got something we need to talk about before.